I've been in situations where we go 7-5, whether it's college. I've been in situations where we go to championship, lose. I've been in situations where I won a championship. I've been in situations where we go to championship and lose. And, the biggest thing every time you hear and listen, I was just watching Matthew Stafford's Super Bowl, and, the sound pieces from that is, they go around and they all say, "I love you, brother. I love you, this and that." Everything's about the bond and trust that you build between each other, because then you go out there and you play with a different level of, kind of your mentality is different. Everything's different when you're out there playing for each other and, not out there playing for yourself. So the connection to be able to build a bond between not just 11 on the field, but the next 11 that comes on the field, which is the defense, and the next 11, and then all the other guys at 53, and everybody's treated with respect and love and care, but also, pushing each other to beat our best. So, that's where the connection comes from, because you can't build something, pretty special at the end of the year without that bond, love, and trust for, your brothers. When I first got drafted, Keenan and I were thinking of doing something obviously around this time. So, yeah, we'll be all of us getting together. We actually were all texting last night in a group chat trying to figure out, where exactly we want to be and, in the world and things like that, of where we're going to be throwing and working out and, bonding and things like that. And it's not, the plan is to not also just be, the offensive guys, but also have, the defensive guys out there, us working on techniques and things like that together, bonding, enjoying each other and going from there.
We haven't had, we haven't had to put out a depth chart or anything like that, but yeah, I would say Sam, Sam would be, the guy I would look to based upon the spring he's had and really where he's at in his career and his quarterback journey and what he's been able to do coming in and really, hit the ground running and really kind of take advantage of a competitive situation. But at the same time, JJ's really improved. Nick Mullins has had a great spring, and Jaron has also improved. So I've told all four of those guys, look, depth charts are great, and it's great to understand where I'm at currently today, but that'll mean really nothing, about, the future. That'll be nothing about a week or two out. And most importantly, we played four of them last year, including one guy who was not in our building throughout the offseason or training camp, and relied on him to come in and win a game and then try to, play it out from there. So I have total understanding of we only control so much in this whole thing, and that's what I've challenged the quarterbacks to do, is control what you can, which is your preparation. How detailed can you be, and can you stack good periods of practice together, good days together, and before you know it, you're looking up and it's not about the camp you've had, it's about your readiness to help the Minnesota Vikings win, is hopefully what all of our players are going to be reporting back here with the mindset on.
Yeah, Justin Herbert, another tone setter on the team. Incredible in every way. There's that thought out there that I've heard it said that people that when they make a lot of money or they get complacent. Oh, not true. Not true. He is, it's been every minute, every hour, every day, completely engaged, tremendous tone setter, example setter for the entire team.
Well, selfishly, as a quarterback, I'd love to throw the ball every time. But if we throw it one time or we throw it 100 times, as long as we're winning and finding a way to do that, it's good with me. I think that's up to him for him to decide that. But the way that we've installed everything, we want to be able to do everything. We want to look at, hey, this is how we see ourselves, and this is what we've got. And you want to play to your strengths. And, we've got some really good receivers, great running backs, and awesome offensive line. And so Greg has done a great job of just figuring out, hey, this is how he sees us. This is how we're going to attack it, and being flexible and understanding that, one game maybe we throw the ball 30 times, or maybe one game we throw it 15 times. As long as we're finding a way to win and being able to do both, I think we'll be a talented and successful team.
Naturally, when I got here, I was leading the men when I first was learning, Josh's offense. But as far as being able to get out there and tell somebody what to do, like I didn't even know what to do for the first, however long. So you got to kind of establish, yourself on the field and get some credibility, I guess. I don't know if credibility is the right word, because I think I have that or had that coming here, but definitely now knowing it gives me definitely a little bit more of an edge to where I can, not just sit there and have my head in the book writing the whole time. If I, obviously I know something and it's been something I've been doing for the last 5-6 years. I can kind of look over to Jacoby and, look at his route. And when I'm watching tape now now we'll watch the practice after when we get back in there. I'm looking at it. I'm not just looking at myself watching my route. I'm more looking at everybody else to figure out a way to help them get better and learn to help their process a little bit more. I mean, you stop talking about potential when you're like 10 years old. So at the end of the day, it don't really matter how good we can be. It just matters and I definitely don't want to put any expectations on anybody, but it's no secret we got some dangerous weapons on the team as a whole, not to mention offense. So guys stay at it and keep learning and keep getting better and pushing each other. It's a lot of competition right now, so that's what's going to make everybody better. And then I guess we'll see what that potential is.
I think it's two things. I think one is just the confidence that the defense has. I mean, just off the year that they had this last year, you can see that they're trying to build on that. And then offensively, obviously, we felt like we didn't play our best last year. And even though we won, we knew we had a lot of places to improve. And I think guys had that mentality coming into OTAs and minicamp. And that's something that I think has gotten the best out of everybody, is that every single day, I mean, y'all hear it. I mean, we're talking trash, but it's in a good way. And then we go off and we talk about it after practice and what we can do better. So it's been a great OTAs and minicamp, one of the best I think that I've ever been a part of. I think it's shaping up really well. I mean, I thought Hollywood had did a great job coming in and being prepared and learning really fast and being able to go out there and make plays. I thought Rasheed did a great job. J. Watt, Sky, all these guys really competed, and I think that's a good thing to have. And I'm excited to get Worthy out there more. I got to throw to him a couple times, but you want to get him out there kind of in some more team-based drills and let him work and learn on the fly. But you saw him learning on the side, and now it's just about him getting ready to be at camp and being in shape and ready to roll there.
Yeah, as a coach, you look for the communication part of it. Are they willing to share what they're thinking with one another? And they've got a good connection with that part of it. They're talking, and once Patrick knows what Hollywood's thinking, and Hollywood kind of knows where Patrick physically can get the ball to and location of the field, not as much depth as location of the field, then that's a good thing.
For Aaron, being he's been here the entire offseason program, which has been great. It's a great opportunity, too, for Tyrod to get reps with the ones over the next couple of days. But as far as Aaron, I mean, he's been in the league for a while. He's played at a very high level. I think it'll be more beneficial for Tyrod than a loss for Aaron, if that makes sense. I'm not concerned. I understand that there's I understand everything that's happening, but at the same time, I know when it comes time to play football, like I said before, he's going to be ready to play football.
It's been great. That's something that we're being more proactive about this year. That we don't have to be ready to go in the middle of June. We got to be ready to go early September through February. So that's how we're attacking this offseason and this rehab plan and these practices and training camp. We're attacking it like I want to be out there playing in February. Yeah, it's always hard to change your mindset when you've done it one way for so long, and that's gotten you to where I'm at now. And I feel really good about the player that I am because of that work that I put in. But now I feel like I'm transitioning more to listening to my body and making sure that I'm feeling 100% so I can go out and perform. I'm not making these big leaps year to year. I'm feel really good about where I'm at as far as how I'm going to play. Now it's just about making sure my body is in the right place to be able to do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for each and every one of the guys that's out there, all the skilled guys, even for myself. As the quarterback of this offense and this system, I got to make the right decision to get the ball in the receiver's hands and let them go to work. So I'm excited about it, and we just got to continue to put in a lot of work before game one. Of course. I mean, you just get a different perspective of what you're seeing. Sometimes playing the quarterback position, you don't see everything. You don't get to see the backside coverage or what defenders do. But when you take those mental reps, you can kind of see what everyone is doing on different coverages and different routes. It's still not, comparing to, being out there and getting those physical reps. But at the same time, each and every time you're not in, you got to get those mental reps, even if, I'm capable of throwing 7-on-7. When the next group go in, I got to continue to stay locked in because, sometimes you might not get those plays full speed, and you got to make sure you're, prepared for whenever they do come.
God willing, can have build on the success that we had last year, but have everyone be healthy and go win the Super Bowl. That's where my eyes are only. Same urgency. Back when I was a rookie, not the same urgency as now. The focus is just different. Understanding the moment. And understanding the guys we have in this room, taking all of that in and taking it into account, and realizing that we have a special opportunity more than any other year, and it's kept continuing to build and continue to stack, and that's helped improve my focus and increase the leadership that we have around each room and in the building. So guys are really building together and starting to really get it and lock in.
Yeah, well, we run a lot of the same plays that everybody runs. We run inside zone, outside zone, we run the gap schemes. We got some lead schemes, some traps. He's run all those plays before. He's really good in pass protection. So, it's I don't think it's even going to be an issue with the fit. He's going to help us. He's going to make the offense better. He's going to help Lamar, all those things. I mean, I watched the wear and tear that he put on defenses, and ours included over the years. And he's come out. He's in great shape. He's a stickler for detail, knowing the plays, and he's moving really well. So I can't wait to see him in action.
I believe our offense isn't taking steps in the right direction right now. We don't really know who the guys are going to be right now. We're not in camp. We're not close to the first game or anything like that. But right now, I feel like we're taking steps in the right direction. Guys are moving good, running great routes, catching the ball, blocking good. We look pretty smooth. But I can't tell until we pass. I can't really describe our chemistry. I believe it's great. I can say that. It's better than last year. Yeah, just being around them. Like you said, down in Florida, running every route on the route tree and just trying to build. And it's working out for us.
Another really good day of work. Again, we're focused a lot on situations, a lot of possession down ball today, 3rd and 4th down. Double back and hit some more 2-minute. The drill was cleaner today, but that's a reasonable expectation. We kind of introduced some of that yesterday, and it was an opportunity for us to show growth over the last 24 hours. We'll do it again tomorrow, but just really excited about this work in general. Again, it's a point of emphasis for us to kind of put an exclamation point on our offseason, and that's really in some specific yet subtle areas. What are we doing pre-snap in terms of pace offensively? What is, our snap readiness defensively versus some of that? You got to be careful sometimes in the practice setting, in the cooperative work, you'll wait on one another, and that's not how the game is played within stadiums. And so tempo and pace has kind of been a focus this week among some other things, and I'm just pleased with the overall attention that the guys are giving the agendas.
I think so. Just being around a new team, an organization that's, just with this culture. Me being in 2 different places now, I realize that, you don't get this culture everywhere. I think Chicago, they are, kind of changing the narrative now. But, this has just been the culture here for so many years to where, you can see it. It's just the way that, we attack each and every day. And Coach C, he stays honest about it. So I think just having that and, reiterating that, each and every day that keeps guys on their toes and guys ready to compete each and every day.
Is it easy? I think it's a good transition to have, the veteran leadership in those rooms, especially in this situation with Brian, being the draft pick and being in that room as well. I think that's it makes his life a little bit easier from the standpoint of just the comfort of the guys around him. Not saying life on the field is going to be easy and anything like that, but I think just that transition from college to the NFL, what it looks like to be a pro with guys like Gabe and Christian in that room, and even a guy like Tim Jones, who's been around now for a few years. There's another guy that has great leadership ability, and understands what it takes, because he's been one of those guys every year that's had to work and fight and claw and scratch to make the 53, and and I think for Brian to be able to see all of that, maybe puts his his mind at ease just a little bit, as he transitions now into camp, which ramps up even more.
If you've been around the building or asked anybody in the building, one of the things that I love about him, he's got this demeanor about the execution, about the confidence. He's got a swagger to him. He really has a very firm handle on the things that we're doing, but he also has the humility of a young player. And so I thought, what a cool combination to have this presence as an older player, but yet the humility of the new and younger player, knowing that he has a lot to prove. And I thought, well, what a rare and really cool combination that is. And we talked earlier about the quarterback room, what that's like for, Marcus in there and those guys. They've had some similar journeys, and being able to share that, I think, has been really powerful. I know they both enjoy each other's company a lot and spend a lot of time together. So I thought, what a good person for Jaden to be around in Marcus. Marcus has the competitive fire and the humility as well. So there's a kindred spirit, although the age is a little different. There's a lot of similarities with the two of them.
Yeah, I'll just say the learning curve of going out there and learning how to be a pro. I know I said that previously in minicamp, that I just want to learn how to go out there and be a pro. And that's probably the biggest gap for me, is learning how to be a pro. Having a routine, the playbook, stuff like that. And, I'm just trying to soak up as much knowledge as possible.
A lot of guys keep saying, I get here at 6:30 and Jaden's already here. So what time are you getting here? And what are you doing in the morning when you get here?
I get here around 5:45, and just walking through in the bubble, in the indoor, watching film and stuff like that. But just trying to prepare myself for the day. It's kind of just that routine that I had when I was in college, but now I'm in there actually walking through, because I'm not. I'm still learning the playbook and trying to grasp everything. So just being comfortable for the day, and being ready to go out there and go out and compete at practice.
They're all different. I came in with Phillip. He was in year 15 or something like that. And so that's different when you're with a quarterback that's a vet like that. And especially for him, because he would embrace the leader role. He had been doing that for a while. He'd been there longer than anyone besides the ownership. And so he was out there. He's running the blitz pickup meetings. He's running, drills on the field. It's Phillip running it to say, I want that one again. Hey, you come over here. Let's run it this way. To Justin, who was, trying to figure out as a rookie, just like Jaden is right now. So it takes a little bit longer for them to get their footing, which is expected, just like any rookie it is. But from Justin to Jaden, they're still different in their own ways, which all of us are as players. And so you build your identity, but it's really hard to tell anything until we really get into preseason to see how it's playing out. But I'm proud of what the strides he's made so far. He's embraced the leadership role. Things that I love to see, especially from the quarterbacks, is if you don't like a route or something, you're calling me up. He's done that a few times after practice. We're out here getting routes, him and Mariota too. We're getting routes about, hey, we saw this in practice. Let's redo that one. Hey, you dropped this one. It was a bad throw. Let's redo it. That's the start of showing good leadership, and it's going to translate into the fall.
He's very charismatic. I think he's really personal when he walks into the building. He just has a calm demeanor about him. He's very approachable. So guys have no problem, whether you're an offensive lineman, receiver, running back, talking to him, communicating what the objective is of this play or what he's seeing, what he's thinking. And he came in really prepared. I feel like when he was getting one's reps or where he's working with the twos, he does a great job of getting the most out of the reps that he needs to accomplish. And I think he's going to be a really good player because of the time and the work that he puts in. I don't think I've had a young quarterback that really has come in and within the first week, he's like, hey, can we get this route or let me get this rep after practice? And so it's exciting for me because, that opens the door because they got a lot on their plate, but at the same time, when there's that open door of communication and he's not afraid to get that work in before or after practice or talk through things, it makes the growth part a lot quicker. And he's very talented, but he's extremely humble as well. And I'm looking forward to see how he continues to grow. And it's hard to pinpoint. When you're around him more, you can really tell he's humble, but he's confident in his ability. He's played at the highest level. He's played against really great competition, and he knows that he can make all the throws. So he's not putting the cart before the horse. He's literally taking this thing day by day, and he's doing a really good job right now.
No, level of competition rises actually today. Competition was good today. Starting to get the offense down a little bit, so I was out there playing fast. I feel like there's no pressure. I've been playing football all my life. I'm just trying to stay up with the guys here. Put the competition that those older guys want to see out of me. I'm just trying to be me, trying to level up my game every day that I'm out here. Wandale, Jalen Hyatt, Slay. Every time we're out there, anybody can get the ball. It's never, the ball is going to one person. So, anybody can be open at a certain amount of time. So it's great sharing the field with those guys because we all fast and we all running, doing route concepts and stuff. So it's easy to get the ball in our hands in space.
I'm super excited, super proud of how well as an offense we've adapted. It's been great working with the new staff, and then you start to see the ins and outs. We start to form our own identity and just the way we've come together. I think we're really hungry. We have a lot that we want to improve at. We want to get better at, and we kind of all have that buy-in, and we all have that chip on our shoulder. So super excited about the process that we have. I think we're an attacking offense. Offense that wants to do whatever the defense gives, but we want to make sure that we can run the ball. Coach has said that a ton. That's what we talk about. We know we're going to establish the run game, and we're going to play off of that. And then we're going to be multiple and be able to week by week go in and find what we feel like we can attack on a defensive side, but do it in ways that we specialize in. So I think we're still growing and getting better at perfecting ourselves, and that's really the focus right now. But obviously down the line, we'll flip to that being a week-to-week game plan thing.